Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Mama Fox Studios. This is Missy, and I think we're on, meaning I'm guessing because I already forgot, but I think we're on build number 35, I think. The correct number is in the title. So, but anyways, we're continuing to build our Huoluo Castle, which is my Magic Castle sister build, and we finished redoing our roof and our front entrance here. We have our lantern over here with our light sticking through the hole under here. I think we're gonna run those through the keepers soon. So we had to, 2 videos ago, I put this section of the roof on and it wouldn't fit correctly because of this. So tore it all off, right? Because that's what I do. And then last video it was all off and we correctly put, I think they just did it in a wonky order. I don't know why the order they had us do it in, but we got the roof on, we got this front side whatever entrance all completed and the roof, and then we correctly put our little awning over, and then we got our front entrance made. Now my gray pins are coming tomorrow, and I can so see the difference between like here and here. Like they just, I'm not going to do it on camera, but I'm going to go back and color all of this top part gray because it bugs me now. But anyways, we are going to put up our railings now around here. So we're gonna have to pop some pieces out. So let me move this out of the way so I don't trip up those wires. And then we need, let's see, we did that. Oh, okay, we'll do those. We need F1, 6, 5, 5, 3. Okay, that's random. Let's see, where is F? E, F. Okay, so let's go back. 6. I'm going to cut them out in order of their placement so I don't miss any. May be able to pop these, but so there's 6, and they still didn't. Yeah, I should cut from the back, huh? Okay, there's 6, and then 1. Because not all of the paint got cut off, so it's not just where the tabs are, there's also some extra paint holding it on. Five is down here. Wait, and then another 5? What? I don't have another 5. That was 1. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5, and this was 6. What are you guys talking about? This is what I'm talking. This is the. I think it's supposed to be 4, because then that's where 3 is. Yeah, so 5. Idiots, I'm just gonna cut them all out. I've kind of given up at this point of even being upset. It's just gonna happen. is holding on tight on that one. So that is 5. That's 3. And that's 4. So 1, we don't have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's see what we can do here, folks. Oh, I wanted to check those real quick. Dark book. Yes, 4 and 5 are exactly the same. And 5 and F5. Yeah, they don't show a 4, they just show 2 5s. So, I don't know. So this one is 6. The 4 and 5 are smaller, 3 and 1 are bigger. So 6 is kind of that middle one, and it's going over here on the left, and it's going to go not on this front white, but it's going to end right there and go up against the wall. So Aileen's Original Tacky Glue. I almost didn't record today because now I'm going to have to go and gray out all this too when it's attached, but I wanted to, so so I'm going to go up one wall that's going to attach to the house, and then across the bottom. So my Alien's Original Tacky Glue, I just have in a squeeze bottle with precision tip, a little bit watered down. I also like to use Crazy Glue Super Glue with the brush applicator. Just a little hint on the corners, like not the whole thing. It just helps it get tacky a bit quicker, because we all know I'm impatient. Okay, but you need to be on the line where I put you. You're not. You're still not. I'll admit it is, they're like kind of just a tiny bit, I mean they're like so close, but if it is even the tiniest bit off, like I have a little sliver of white over here, but honestly it's butted up against the house, so I'm gonna leave it, and then when I get my gray I'll just dab a little bit of gray along there and you know, dampen that white. All right, and then F1 is going to go in front of here and all the way down to that corner. So we'll put the Aliens on this edge here, and then all along the bottom. Now there's not an up or down. I just realized that. Should there be an up or down? Oh. So there is a little bit of difference here. There's like just a round, and then there's like a decorative part, like almost like a leaf. Now the leaf is going up in the center, so I'm going to make sure all my little, so you can see there's like a little inner piece there, those are going to go up. So just that little rounded part is going to go down. Now don't stick your super, oh, I must have gotten white glue on it before because I've got a clump. Okay, this is what can happen. I don't, you probably can't see it. There's like a ball of glue at the end of my brush. Just gonna get a wipey out and hope I got it in time. I've ruined 2 brushes this way by sticking them in that white glue on accident. And then if you don't have an extra brush, you're kind of screwed. I buy them in 4-packs, so I was lucky I did have extra bottles. So I just got a new bottle out and used it, and then when it was empty, I put the brush in the old bottle that I had ruined that brush, but in the meantime I put like press and seal saran wrap over the top. I wasn't gonna throw it, and it was like almost a brand new bottle. I wasn't gonna throw it away. All right, and then 5 or 4, whichever one, is going here on the corner. Now they don't actually, I mean, you can make the edges touch, I guess, but kind of not really. So put just a little bit at the base there. And if it touches, it touches, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But if you have any of your glue squeeze out, it, you know, Aleene's will dry clear if you're using it. If you're using some other type of white glue, I think most of them dry clear. And if you're using alcohol glue, it's clear. All right, and then I have us put at 5 back here. Little corner of my paper peeling up. Oh, please tell me. Oh, I did that right. I say, please tell me after I just said that I did it right. Okay, I almost did this one wrong. I'm gonna make sure. So sometimes it can chip off the top colored part. I just make sure that's on the inside, and then I will color it tomorrow, and you'll never know it's there. Now this one, because this over here was just that, like, it's like a half of that white line, which is like not even a millimeter, is it? Oh, so the lines are 2 millimeters. So literally this very first wall was 1 millimeter over off this corner. So that therefore everything along this section has been 1 millimeter out too far, but I didn't discover it until like here, putting this one on, and I didn't want to undo that all, so that's okay. We'll just have it at a slight angle to reach the corner so it sets there. So glue on my bottom. And then I'm not going to glue the whole edge, just kind of a little on the top and bottom. If it helps it, it helps it. Now, so I lined this corner up correctly, which there were nowhere. Actually, they weren't even close to touching, so I did scoot it in a little bit. And then that just is slightly, for me, because mine's off, slightly at an angle so that it can get on the edge of this. But if you put all of yours correctly on the white lines, you will probably run straight down to this edge, just like these ones did up front. But because I don't want to angle this one out because it's on that edge, it's flush right with that back of the house. So little adjustments, it's okay. I'm getting pretty familiar with little adjustments. So now real quick, we need to make 3 little books, right? We need P11. So that is here. We need 3 of these. Stay in order. And then we need A8-64, which is right here. Are we supposed to do all 6? No, it just says 3. It shows you to make 1, and then it says make the other 2 books in the same way. So we, oh, I thought that was, there's only 3. Sorry, I looked at it wrong. I thought it was 6. You can probably pop these out. They are the tabs just like the wood. Sometimes that little tab of paper likes to stay on, so I just not having luck with this today. What are you doing? I guess we're popping them out. I'm probably off camera, sorry guys. I'm just, it's harder when you've got this second story. It's harder to work over top because then I'm like so close to the camera. So, all right, handy dandy ruler time, because I can't seem to bend a straight line. So I'm just going to bend it on each side of the spine. Really, is that? It's not even that. There's no way. Oh, what was I thinking? We do need these other 3. You know what? I told myself that too, and then I talked myself out of it. So we're going to take 2 of them and glue together, and then that will be the correct dimensions, because yeah, whew. So just he leans, and I just like to use my fingers to make sure they're everything, whoop, not like that. Make sure they're straight. I don't know if it's my fingers or my eyes that keeps telling me it's off. Okay. I don't know. I finished watching that show on, I found it on YouTube. Doesn't say like a TV channel or anything. It's British. The Great Big Tiny Design Challenge, and season 1, and there is a YouTube channel. It's like 6.5 hours, and it's all together. No commercials or anything. Just the introduction by the host, but no like title or scene or anything like that. So they're all just like run together. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If I could have the crafting ability of like any of those people, like the amount they have in their pinky, I would be happy. I mean, yeah, I can put these together because there's instructions and there's pieces, which in a few months we're gonna find out if I have the stuff to make my own. But watching them was so inspiring. I was like, yes, that's what I want to do. Yes, yes, yes. So amazing. I don't know if I'll ever be able to work with polymer clay like one of the ladies did. I think Shannon or Sharon maybe. Oh, she made food like it looked real. Like, oh my gosh. Just, you know, 1/12 size. It did work in 1/12, which is a bit bigger than this. I believe these are 1/24. And this is, I've done 1/12 before. Like my garage was 1/12, I believe. I'm just used to this size because it's what I've done. So, okay, what am I doing here? I'm gonna put the glue on the front. I'm just trying to decide how to do this. On the front of the wood. But I'm gonna set it in the spine. And then get that front on. Okay. Then I will put glue in the spine and on the back cover. Now sometimes if you just fold this over, it may be short. So what I do is kind of use my finger to roll it around the spine and then around the back while keeping my fingers top and bottom to make sure it stays even. And then we're not short on the paper. Because a lot of times I've just done, oh, hurry up and do a quick fold. And then I mean, it's on the back. It's not a huge deal, but it's not. It's because there's too much slack in the spine. So you kind of got to push it solidly against. That looks like it's upside down, but then that would be backwards. I don't know. Oh, I wanted it in the spine first. See, I'm pushing it in the spine end, and then I'm helping it make sure that it's all the way into that corner. Some papers don't do that. Some I actually have to trim off a little bit of extra. But these ones are like spot on. So we don't want any excess space in between the paper and spine because that's going to shorten the paper on the front or back. Yep, see, I'm crooked up front, so I'm short in the back. Hold on. How did you get crooked? And it's already adhered. Great. Well, let's see how close we can get that. Oh, it's better. Okay. No, we're not short. I just must have not rolled it good the first time. But see, that's what can happen. It is a tiny bit crooked, the tiniest bit right on that corner, but, yeah, that's okay. So anyways, we're gonna take one of our previously made blue magic balls, right? We already made these before. And out of our 3 books, they do it on the green one. I think I'm gonna do it on the black one because it's like the less, and we're just gonna set that, glue that on top of there. Oop. I'm not gonna put glue all the way out to the edges just because it is slightly bigger. And then, ouch. What are our other 2 books? Okay, so they show us putting these on before we put these on, but I wanted to see how these are gonna look with the railing. That's why I decided to put them on first. The railings on first. So what they have us do is not use this. Why? I don't know. Set that aside. So they have our 2 books sitting here, one on top of each other. And then we have our 3rd plant that we previously created sits here. Okay, and then remember this little owl is supposed to set up here. Doesn't want to stay standing up. And then remember this easel that they had in that doorway? And other than our light up front, that's it, right? That's all? Yep. Okay, so this are the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 things, 5, 2 books, but it's a stack. So there's 5 things that are gonna go in this courtyard. And I'll be 100% honest. I hate this owl. I don't like the way that they're organized. So I'm taking artistic license and I'm reorganizing. As long as I don't cover up that little hole right there, wherever that, oh, don't push on your railings, Missy. Oh, it's way, way up here. As long as I don't cover it up, we're fine. So I think, I think I want to, I hate these plants. I think I want to bury the plant in the back because I literally hate these plants. And then we can put our easel up front, our owl here, and then instead of stacking our books flat, well, we can stack them flat, but we don't, I'm gonna kind of put them in the doorway. Makes it look like maybe someone was sitting at the table in there and just kind of brought the rest of them out. I don't know. I don't know why there's books outside anyways. Oh, you know what? We're gonna stack them up over here. Like, okay, wait. You know what? I'm not put. God, why are there books outside? I'm not putting books out here. This is stupid. They're too big anyways. They're not, I mean, look at the book versus the size of the owl. They're the same size. What book do you know that is the size of, it looks like a snow owl? I mean, they're not huge birds, but they're decent size. Why? Why are these so big? It's the size of the lantern, you guys. I'm just saying, like, okay, so my easel's gonna go up here in the corner. Like maybe they've been outside working on it. And my little owl's just gonna go right there. Yep, that's what I'm doing. And artistic license, my money, my time, my way. I didn't change anything structurally about it, so it won't mess anything up later. As long as they don't tell me to come back and put something else in this courtyard after we're supposed to be done with it, then I'm gonna be mad. Oh, I probably should have run my wire. Hold on, because these are gonna take a few seconds to sit, and I've got to turn this whole thing upside down. So we'll come back and glue those on in a minute. But first, we're going to tip. So we have 2 sets of wire. No, sorry, hang on. My bad. We need to put our sign on first. So our Huoluo Magic Coffee Shop is going to go thread the line of the lightbox sign into A4. So our hole is right in the center here back, so we want to just put these. Do they put it underneath? Yeah. Okay, so just under in this little space down here. Okay, so we're just going to tuck those in there, and then we're going to tuck them down the hole, right? I've already cut out the paper. There's one. Nope, it was in and it popped back out. There's two. Okay, so now gently, we do not want to break the inner pieces of this, right? Let's just set that down. Let's just do that. How are you so tangled up? Y'all know I have a weird thing with my wires. I want them to be straight. I don't know why that bugs me so, but it does. Okay, there we go. All right, now this is, now how does that sit? Just, it only shows me the bottom view from here. No, the top view. Okay, so it is sticking over the top here, but we want to get that down as close there so the wire just goes straight back. Okay, so I'm going to, from here, just kind of judging where the sign sits so that I don't glue, you know, way over here because we don't need that. And then on that top rail, a little bit on the bottom to help it hold it down. And then again, I'm gonna pull that wire tight. So yeah, it doesn't go all the way down. Oh well, the glue will dry clear. Okay, so yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so now we have 3 sets of wires under here, right? Now let me see, sometimes their wire's a little doo-doo-doo. Okay, so the top one is going obviously through this little catcher here. Can you guys see? I don't know, I'm gonna have to tip even more. So this one's obviously going through this catcher here. Not through here though, no. This one's gonna go through here, and they're both gonna come, this one down, this one across to here. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I don't have my door shut today. Some got our attention. I remember I put this one into too much. Okay, so. And now she's gonna be outside my window working. Awesome. There's people moving in like 2 houses down, and I think she probably, my dad left this morning, she's been pouting all day. So I think she probably just heard the U-Haul truck. Okay, so go in there. Are you, I may have pushed this one in a little bit too tight also. Okay. Come on. Try to make sure I don't have any kinks in them. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and give this a little push back up because I don't want it to be too loose. Now our top wires from the light we just put in, down this one, remember guys, I'm not an electrician. Before I did this, I had never wired anything before. So this has definitely been a learning curve. But I've gotten, I think I do pretty good. I don't know. I had a very nice comment on one of the prior playlists that somebody was having trouble with their wiring until they found my video, and that made me feel really good. All right, so now carefully I'm going to run this one over. So this one is going to now go through here, and this one is also not the middle. It's going to go through here. We're going to run them to the left. So oh, and they're going to go 1, 2, and 3 through all. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. All 3 of these little keepers. So while I'm pulling it one through one, I'm just going to run it through all of them. And I'm so sorry if you guys cannot tell what I'm showing you what I'm doing and then I'm doing it because I don't think I can really, I'm so worried about breaking those spires on the top if I tip it too much. Okay. So through all 3 there. Now the one from up top is going to come also a little bit back down to here, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Through. There we go. Go on the same side. I don't care which side, just the same side. Okay, there's 1. 3. There we go. Okay, so now we have 2 wires set. Now this one that comes out, this big hole in there, is just going to go through 2 and 3. Now if you're having trouble fitting them through the little keepers, maybe just try to loosen them up a little bit, how I did this one over here. And then once like these ones are done, I'll do it in a minute. Once all of our wires are in, then we can push them tight again. If you need a little bit more wiggle room, I think you could just pull them out a little bit. Would you just stop being a pain? It got like up underneath, I don't know what it's doing. It's just not cooperating. That's what it's doing. Thank you. And then through 3. Okay, so see, it had a little bit of a bend in it, so it got a kink. So make sure those aren't kink, because it can potentially not allow it to work. Now I pulled that one. That was for my chandelier. Dang it, I pulled it a little bit too tight. My chandelier went right up to the top, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to work from inside the little hole to give it a little bit more space. Sorry guys, I know this is just probably, you're like, why is the house in our face? I'm sorry, I'm just... So one thing about closed rooms, it's such a pain if you need to adjust anything. I kind of like the open-sided rooms myself, but that's not how these ones are made, so... Are you down in yes, no, I don't know. I'm gonna break something if I keep going. So, okay, I'm gonna stop doing that now. Now I have some slack right there. Okay, there we go. All right, so now 1, 2, 3, they're all run through here. We're not done yet. We need our last chandelier that we made. Whoop, where are you stuck on? Oh, no, okay. So, remember this is our 3rd chandelier. All right, it is going to go through this middle one, the round one here. So, and then which way is it gonna go? I'm assuming down. Really deep, okay. So we're gonna put it going from the front down through that little hole. Trying to grab them. And they're up against the wood. It's like, ugh. Okay. Now here's my dilemma. Like, they show the chandelier right up against there. And they showed that the same way up here, and I didn't like it like that up there. So remember I dropped mine down to like window view. So let me look really quick and see, because y'all, this is our 2nd story. I did not realize that till like yesterday. I was like, oh, I haven't looked at the picture in a while. Where is the chandelier going on top of? So if it's on the right hand side. So that's over our coffee shop. Okay, so this is our coffee shop, and this whoop, is going to sit like this. And I just want to see, okay, yeah, it can come down a little bit. It doesn't need to come down as much as the one in the tower did, or the one up here did, because this was here and this is our room. So there's nothing in that second story. So I wanted the light to shine. This is just, I'm just gonna leave like maybe oh, that's inches. Let's do centimeters since we're used to it. Nope, that was like maybe 2 centimeters. Oh, I just broke, you guys. Oh no. Hold on. I just broke this whole thing off because I was holding this and not holding the board underneath. Be careful. And the light's still stuck on there, so I can't even pull it all the way off. So we're gonna have to do a patch job real quick. What are we at time with? I don't even know. Oh, 40. Okay. Do it quick. Come on, glue. Stick these back down on the ground, and then that will help hold up the roof. I would say I can't believe I did that, but I kind of can. I felt it too. I was like, oh, you're holding it wrong, you're holding it wrong. But I thought I was getting ready to set it back down. It was like a second and a half too late. Okay, so we're glued back down there. All right. So now, without grabbing a hold of this, or these, all right, so I'm going to only leave it down a little bit, a couple centimeters at the most, like there. Now we want to run it down to the left in this first little catch. So we want to go in all 3 little catchers, 1, 2, and 3, just like we did these ones. Now our little catcher here, I think this is the last set that's going in this one because it's getting full. Now I have to stupid chandelier to deal with. One is in. Please go in. Please go in. There was room, I just couldn't get enough force behind it, so I had to use the tweezers. Without grabbing a railing somewhere or a door frame, I just want to grab the bottom edge. Something's looped. Okay, there it is. More, guys. Okay, there we go. Oh, I just broke. Man, oh man, what is happening? Everything just decided it's done. It doesn't want to play anymore today. Is that what you're trying to tell me? I just wanted to get the wiring done. For the most part. I mean, this doesn't mean wiring's done, but no, now I've got you too. There, now stay. Now run it through the second and the third little catchers here. I don't think I have. Okay, so real quick, these ones are done. Oh, don't push on the edge, Missy. I want to try to carefully, I don't know how, push those in a little bit. I guess holding on to the, pushing on the floor above. Okay, and then can I get to this? My fingers are like, where do I push at? Okay, I don't want to push so hard it crimps them. I just want it to be, you know, snug. This one's a little bit too snug. I need a little bit more space to get these two through. There's one. Sorry, bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to. Okay, there's two. We got them through this one. Now again, without getting them kinked or bent, and without pulling. There we go. Okay, there we go. Nope, not too much. All right, so with all of them tight, I'm then going to try to push it back in. How? Where do I? I think it's pretty tight. And then, all right, third one here. One and two. Go, go, go. Almost, almost. Come on. There it goes, there it goes, okay. All right, so now pull these. Again, not too tight. I don't want to move that chandelier. And then somehow, there we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, if you thought we were done with lighting though, ha 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 ha. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, wait, what is D16? Huh? What is D16? I don't know. Let me look. Oh, D16s are a little, we already have these in here, so they're just letting us know that there's 1, 2, 3 of those, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. There's technically 5, but we've already dealt with this one here. This has the chandelier, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 more lights, guys. Yep. Not our blue one, right? Oh, I got you tangled. Dang it. So 1, 2, not our blue, okay. 3 and 4, not our blue. Okay, so all we have left then is our blue light. And don't know where that's going yet. I think it goes in on the bottom layer in the front somewhere. So these are, do we have time? Yeah, we've got a few minutes. Okay, so these are simply going to go as shown in the picture, put on W1. Oh, and then, okay. Then they're just gonna, so this, the one that goes here is going to go through this. So let me wiggle this out a little bit more because it had some wiggle room and I kind of squeezed it shut. There. So all we're gonna do is it's so hard to see because they have these big bright yellow lines over top. So okay, so we're gonna go in this one in the middle. We're gonna go down towards the back, okay? And just feed it through. Now be careful, don't break anything. Get out of my chandelier. And it's just gonna sit right like that. Really, we are not putting any type of, we're not doing anything with it. I'm just double checking before I like make anything tight or anything. We're not coming back to the lights, and well, no, if they're strung up, then we would, okay, no. So I think I'm just going to keep them tight up against the, so here's my thought. Can I like wrap them so they hang down? Because remember, this is going to be the ceiling of our first floor, so that the light is pointing down. Technically, I could glue the paper to the wire, or do I just let them sit like that? Now half the light's going into the ceiling and half's coming down, but this way you would get a more, I think you would get more light, because then it's going to be shining around. Does that even make sense? I don't know. It makes sense in my head. You know what I'm gonna do? Where is okay, I'm gonna try something real quick, guys. I know we're almost out of time, but this is gonna be, so I have this double-sided tape that is very sticky and very thin. It's like 1/8 of an inch, right? So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm just gonna cut a little square, like literally a little bit, right? And I'm gonna put that on that white tape that's underneath the bulb. Here. So I'm gonna put that right, so you can't even see it because it's the perfect size, right? Okay. Now I'm going to peel off that, I hate this part. Peel off that backing, and Remembering which side has the tape on it. Because this way I'm not gluing it, so if it doesn't work, it's like, okay, no sweat. I can pull tape apart, right? How are my wires? I want my wires straight because I want it to be, okay. So what I'm gonna do is just pull it so it's not 100% at there, just enough slack so it can bend over straight, and then I'm gonna stick that tape to the wire, right? Oh no, wait, hold on, I just screwed up. I was thinking my wire's going down a wall. It's not, it's going on the ceiling. Oh, that's not gonna work. Nope, okay, hold on, nope. See, I'm glad I didn't glue it. So let's thread this. Go ahead and thread this through so that I know what my wire is doing. One. Come on, you can do it. Give it a little bit of room. Oh. Okay, I had to pull it out a little bit more. That little keeper. Did not want to give it some room, so now push that don't have, push that keeper back in tight without pinching anything. Yeah, it's okay. So that was a waste of tape and a waste of time because it's not going to do anything. It's going to sit how it sits. That would have been really cool, but that's our wire would have had to come down, and it's not. It's going across. So our next 3 lights, really quickly, we're just going to go straight down on the from the top. Not going through that middle one, we're just going to go next to it. So this is just going to sit like that. Make sure those are in nice and good. Our next light is, again, very, very hard to see, but it's just also going from the top down, or I should say from the front back. I know we're about at time, but I want to get these all in. Okay, so now these are all just going to come down here and meet up with these ones, right? And now we have one more, and it's going to come in from the outside in. So we're going to thread it from the out in through the hole there. Don't kink. Okay. It actually does. Yeah, it sits right on that edge. Okay, so I'm gonna undo these. These are all ones that came out of this hole from this side of the build. And I'm just going to what am I looking for? What am I looking for? Looking for, I can't put like a full clippy this tight because it will just not sit. But what I had, oh here, I try to keep like a little twist tie. You know, you get like, this wasn't off of bread. It's a little bit more heavy duty, but you can use them off of bread. This was off of one of my, somewhere in a kit or something. Okay, so I'm just going to, not pulling super tight because I don't want anything to come like pulled out, but I'm going to just give these a, now it won't sit perfectly flat obviously because of this, but it's better than, you know, this that keeps tipping it over. So I'm gonna give it a twist, and then we can, here's the shortest one. The shortest ones are right there. And then we can kind of, nope, I'm just gonna do this. They're gonna be all spaghettied out, but that's okay. It'll keep them, because we can't set this up anyways, because, oh, and I didn't glue things because of our chandelier. Okay, so anyways, our light system for our second floor. So this is a little different. I've used these once before. Anyways, I've never just randomly stuck LED lights to the ceiling. I've always made something, like you put at least one bead on there, I don't know, something. So this is it's a little different, but we have 4 over here. We have our chandelier that's going to come down into our coffee shop, and then I can't set this flat because of the chandelier, but we have, our light will be lit up. We have a chandelier in here, a light in here, a chandelier in here, and a light in this front porch, right? Oh, and a light here. Okay, so these things I will, after we mount this on, or not next, we're making bits and bobbles next. But when we get to mounting this as our second floor, I will have to come back and glue these in then, because I can't, it won't sit up. So yeah, I know this, we got all this done, we made some decisions, and we got our wiring. I believe our second story is now, well, our third story is our dome, and then this is our second story, and I believe we're now done with it. Because next we're going to go into making like bookshelves and rooms and astrologer thingies, and then yeah, lots of bits and bobbles. Probably the whole next video is bits and bobbles, which is my favorite thing. And then we're going to assemble the bottom floor, level 1, with the houses that we've already built, or the rooms that we've already built. And then we will assemble them and get this put on there and go from there. But yeah, so at least 1, potentially 2, depending on how in-depth the little bits and bobbles are. I'm not sure. Didn't look that close. But 1 or 2 videos of bits and bobbles. My favorite thing to do. I love making all the little thingies. So, yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you so very much. I know this was seemed a little chaotic because I was trying to be coherent and cohesive while not understanding what they were trying to show me, which is not easy to do. But I gotta say, I just love those little chandeliers. I love them, love them, love them. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. And yeah, come back next time for some fun. We're gonna have hopefully no confusion next time. Hopefully cross our fingers, right? And we're gonna make some bits and bobbles, and I hope to see you on the next build. Bye.